Yeehaw! Lahayim! Howdy! Welcome back to another episode of Tabletop Recap. I'm your host, Hunt. No co-host today, no Big Boy Chungus, no Karen the Manager Slayer, no Kami, no G, no The Legend, no Keocat, no Connor the Trading Card Goblin. No one but me and my game for little girls. Today we're doing another gaming set review. I kind of want to do more of these. Last time we did the Call of Cthulhu 7th edition starter set review. We're doing another starter set today. The My Little Pony Tales of Equestria, the storytelling game starter set. Includes everything a pony needs to embark on an adventure from River Horse and Shinobi 7. Yeah. It's for little girls. I'm sorry, but little girls are allowed to have games too. I told some people I know that I was going to do an episode on this, and they were like, oh, why would you do an episode on that game? And it's like, maybe I have some women in the audience? Also, I'm going to play it. I'll play any TTRPG, honestly. Everyone's going to play it with me as a lady, though. So Keocat and I are going to play this. It's going to be very fun, I'm sure. I've already learned the rules and everything from the rule book, which I also have. But the My Little Pony Tales of Equestria storytelling game starter set. Are you brave enough to set hoof in the dragon's lair? Play your very own pony character and explore the magical land of Equestria in this all-in-one starter set. Welcome to the wondrous realm of Equestria, home to peace-loving ponies and magical creatures of all kinds. Unfortunately, Equestria has its share of dangers, including one very big and very angry red dragon. In this starter adventure, you will take on the role of a heroic young filly or colt, determined to stop the dragon from causing chaos in its rage. Will you be able to infiltrate the dragon's lair and put an end to his rampage? This starter set includes a dragon's bounty, a standalone adventure for the Tales of Equestria storytelling game, and is the perfect starting point for any pony wanting to learn a bit about role-playing games. Inside you will find everything you and up to 2 friends need to get going. So inside the box you get a Dragon's Bounty, which is an exciting adventure book filled with peril and suspense, over 30 tokens to keep track of items and characters throughout the adventure, a set of 6 colorful storytelling dice, and a map of the dragon's lair to explore if you dare. Oh, yeah. So, first up, we're going to talk about the box. It just comes in a nice little starter set box, easy to open, no big deal. You can continue to store stuff in it if you would like. It's very nice. And it also comes with an adventure called A Dragon's Bounty, which is more of a choose-your-own-adventure solo thing. It's just for one person to play. Kind of like Alone Against the Flames, or Alone Against the Frost, or Alone Against the Dark from Call of Cthulhu. It's a lot like those, except just ponies. Dragon's Bounty. Now, I think this was totally cool to include, and solo adventures like this are a great way to kind of learn the rules and learn how to play. But I do think it also should have included another adventure. Like, if you have a starter set, you should have an adventure that you can play with others. I mean, it comes with 3 pre-filled character sheets, so you have enough for 3 people to play in this, but you only have a one-person adventure? No, there should have been another adventure included, much like the Call of Cthulhu set I already reviewed did. That one had multiple adventures in it. It comes with 3 character sheets for pre-Cutie Mark ponies, which would be level 0 ponies. I don't know why they decided to make them level 0 instead of level 1. That seems to be a bit of a weird choice, but it does come with, not really a miniature, but a stand-up that you can move around the map for each one of the ponies. And these ponies, actually, when they get their cutie marks, are the ponies on the front of every adventure. On the front of every one of the published adventures, there are 3 ponies. And those 3 ponies, level 0 character sheets, are included in here. So you can actually play as them throughout. But they don't have their cutie marks yet, so you don't have your talent, and your stats are lower, and etc. It comes with cardboard friendship tokens and some cardboard items. And the items and stuff are for all the cardboard pieces are all specific for a dragon's bounty. There's even a dragon miniature that you can use. And those seem totally fine. It even comes with enough stands to make sure that all the little cutouts can stand up, which is really nice. And once again, you don't have to cut them. You can just pop them out. You just pop them right out, daddy-o. That's how you do it, So that's cool. Speaking of also going back to the character sheets, it doesn't come with any blanks. Yeah, there are no blank character sheets in this, which is odd, but livable. It does come with a set of dice. I almost said a pair of dice. That would not have been correct. It comes with a set of dice, and the dice aren't very uniform. I know that lots of people who play like their dice to be extremely uniform. Like my friends always play with specific sets. Like they want all their dice to match. These dice, they don't match, right? The D12 is black, the D8 is yellow, the D10 is purple, the D20 is blue, the D4 is red, and the D6 is green. So they're all just a bunch of different colors. I think that's because this set is, once again, for kids. This is a children's TTRPG. And I think all the bright colors really draw the children in. So that's that. But I mean, no matter what the color of the dice, they're going to work the same. And it's all the dice that you need to play. Because unless you somehow go past like level 10 or something, you won't really need any double ups on dice. I don't think you'll really ever need 2 of any single die for this game, which is fine. And then it comes with not 1 but 2 maps for the Dragon's Bounty. One map is kind of like of this little like pathway area that's on the bigger map, so just so you can see it up closer. And then there's also just the bigger map in general, which is nice to have. But my big thing about this set is that it feels incomplete. It should have another adventure for multiple players. It should have blank character sheets. And those are things that it's missing. But you know what those are in? The Curse of the Statuettes box that is for the first adventure. So it seems like what Hasbro, ALC Studio, Shinobi 7, and Riverhorse actually did was take a starter set and split it into 2 different box sets so that you'd have to buy 2 different items. Which is not very cool of them, to be completely honest. It's not very cool. I really feel like the Curse of the Statuettes box set and this box set should have been combined together. But maybe you could have sold... I mean, there's a DM screen in the Curse of the Statuettes box set. Maybe that could have been left out. Because most role-playing games sell a DM screen separate, and the DM screen comes with an adventure. But for this one, it feels like a lot of the stuff that should have been in here is actually in the Curse of the Statuettes box set, which is almost like a second starter set, which is weird. And I just don't know why that's there, you know? And it doesn't really have much in the way of rules. So if you want the rules for the game, you still really need to get the rule book, the standard rule book, which might run you about $30. I got this for about $22, this starter set. I guess that's pretty fair, but I still feel like it's missing a bunch. It doesn't compare to the Call of Cthulhu one. The Call of Cthulhu one was... The Call of Cthulhu 7e starter set is the perfect TTRPG starter set, in my opinion. And I'm going to probably be judging other starter sets by it. So while I got this one for about the same price, it has noticeably less in it. And it's even a bigger box, which is extra weird. But it does have one thing that a lot of starter sets do not. It comes with, like, not minis technically, but little stand-ups for your characters so you can walk around the maps. Most starter sets don't come with that, so that's actually very much worth noting. Most starter sets do not come with that. Yes. And that's basically it for the My Little Pony Tales of Equestria, the storytelling game starter set from River Horse, Shinobi 7, ALC Studio, and Hasbro. Yeah, so if you want to play the MLP TTRPG, it's not entirely necessary. Because the Curse of the Statuettes box comes with the DM screen and another set of dice, and you got to get the main rule book separate anyways, so this starter set isn't really necessary. It's not. But I got it anyways. Because I want to play Dragon's Bounty and stuff. It's always nice to have more dice, etc. It's worth the money, yeah, but it feels like it should have more. So that's it for the starter set. Now I want to talk about our upcoming episode of Descent into Avernus. So you know, in Big Boy Chungus' group for Dungeons and Dragons that he DMs, we are currently playing Baldur's Gate Descent into Avernus for 5th edition. Well, we're going to be taking a little break from that because, okay, I'm recording this episode on October 22nd. We're recording a lot of episodes way ahead of time. So this weekend, we're going to kind of wrap up a little bit from Descent into Avernus. Because remember where we ended last time. Those, like, dragon cultist warriors showed up to fight them. And then they got out of there. Well, they didn't get out of there. It ended right before they fought the dragons. So they're going to fight those dragon warriors to figure out what's up with that. But then when they leave, we're actually going to pause Descent into Avernus and go into a third-party one-shot called Hallow's End that we edited into the world. So Hallow's End actually takes place in a town called Hallow's End, but we're having it take place on the outskirts of Baldur's Gate instead. And it's just a little Halloween one-shot. It's got pumpkins, it's got like fall festival games, it's got candy, it's got magic items, it's got combat, it's got roleplay. It'll be very fun, I think, and I think our players will really enjoy it. We actually have a group chat for everyone, and I posted it to the group chat, and I was like, would anyone be interested in playing this? And Keo Cat was very interested. She came to me and she was like, I absolutely want to play this. It looks precious. I believe Presh is what she said. And then G was like, yeah, sounds fun. And then I think D Legend also gave it the final vote it needed. So we bought that. It wasn't much. It was like $4 or whatever for the PDF. And we'll be running that. So the next episode will be D&D Descent into Avernus Part 4, but it'll also be Hollow's End. I think that's what it's called, Hollow's End. So yeah, just warning you, the next D&D Descent into Avernus will actually be a different story, but it will be taking place in the same timeline. Because when I talked about it, Connor the Trading Card Goblin, he was all like, no, we can't do that. It won't fit in continuity-wise. And I was like, you don't know what the continuity is, dude. You don't know where the story is going in Baldur's Gate, Descend into Avernus, because the DM knows that. And you don't know what happens in Hollow's End, because the DM knows that. So, what makes you think it won't fit in continuity-wise? It actually fit in incredibly easily. It's literally just a festival that you go to, and then some stuff happens. That's like it. It's just a fun Halloween one-shot. So, that's really it for today's episodes. Obviously, the ones where I'm alone are usually closer to 15 minutes than 30. Just because I am alone, after all. But I will see you all next time. Once again, the next episode will be the next Descent into Avernus, which is Hollow's End. But then after that, I'll probably do the Tales of Equestria Curse of the Statuettes box set review. I won't be reviewing the module within that box set, just like I didn't review the Dragon's Bounty module today. The modules will get, like the adventures will get their own episodes, so that I can talk about them in more detail. They'll get their own episodes. But until then, thank you all very much for your support. Remember to rate, comment, subscribe, do whatever you do. Please follow the podcast. Once again, if you're listening to this on YouTube, it goes up much later on YouTube than it does on places for podcasts like Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Breaker, Anchor, etc. So please listen to it there, because on there, new episodes go up on 6 a.m. every Saturday Eastern Standard Time. If you want to donate to us, there are links to do that in different ways down below in the description. The description can also take you to all of our social media as well. So that's it. Thank you all once again, and I'll see you all next time.